What is this pattern of judging younger generations? Why do we feel such a need to compare our experiences with theirs? Is this serving any productive purpose, or is it just a way for us to deny the reality that we are no longer the younger generation? Welcome to Modern Life Keeping, where we discuss ways to thrive in today's world. I'm your host, Lori Christine. We've all done it, compared our life to the life of a younger generation. Some of us have had feelings of envy, others have been disappointed by the differences. When the purpose of comparisons is to be the bigger victim, blame others for current affairs, or discriminate against groups of people, it is destructive. We may not realize we are blaming, discriminating, or maybe even playing the victim, but that is exactly what we are doing when we judge one generation to be better than another. Generalizations do nothing but oppress groups of people. What if we become more aware of the generalizations we make about others? Remember when you were younger and the older generation complained about people your age? They didn't care if you were standing right in front of them. They didn't care if it didn't apply specifically to you. They didn't care that they were making generalizations about an entire population of people. They didn't care they were passing judgment or speaking without all of the information. Think back to how it felt. If we are not conscious of our thoughts and words, we too will judge the younger generations. Why do we do it? Is it because of our own fear of becoming older? Regrets about our own youth? A way to feel better about ourselves? What if we just shut our widow whips? What if we stop making generalizations about groups of people, especially generalizations that hurt, oppress, or sabotage others? At the risk of making a generalization now, I will say that I love the younger generations. Yes, that's right, generations. There are currently 3 generations after me. Instead of focusing on generalizations that sabotage younger generations, let's embrace some generalizations that empower them. Let that become a generalization that is made about us. After all, just because our parents and elders spoke poorly about us, we do not have to repeat this pattern. We can break these patterns. Speaking poorly about generations that follow us is an example of a toxic pattern that we pass along to our children. Our parents didn't know how to become more conscious of their thoughts, but in 2023, we have access to endless amounts of information. We have no excuse other than our own beliefs. What must we believe about ourselves to think it is acceptable to judge and to make generalizations about others? Being in the Gen X generation, I have seen all kinds of memes. A common theme about Gen Xers is that we were the least supervised generation. I saw one meme that said, "When I was 5, I died, and my mother told me to walk it off." This cracks me up, because there's definitely some truth to this. Times were so different then. Different, not worse or better. They were different. How would we evolve if we all had the same experiences? We forget that it is because of these experiences that we raised our children to have different experiences than we did. Then we scratch our heads and wonder why they are not more like us when they were raised in an environment that was sometimes the polar opposite of how we were raised. As parents, we may have overcompensated for our childhood and created illusions of what childhood should be, implying a right and wrong way to experience childhood. This dichotomy is one of our first distractions. When we fall into right and wrong thinking, we become out of alignment with our best self. Our best self does not judge right and wrong. Our best self observes without judgment. Our childhood was what it was. We would all be better served by acknowledging this fact, accepting it, and allowing younger generations to have the experience they are having. It is not up to us to judge their experience or to compare it with ours. Expecting our children or even others to behave a specific way because it aligns with our beliefs and experiences does not serve us. It sabotages us. We can stop resisting reality by not expecting people to behave in a certain way. One of the most common complaints I hear is that younger generations are not respectful. What I see is youth raised by parents who are overcompensating for their childhood. As a result, we have younger generations who believe respect is earned. I can't wait to see how this belief changes the fabric of our society. Will it be a change that raises or lowers our overall vibration? And if we are going to make generalizations, then let's try some of these. Younger generations have a voice and express their viewpoints in creative ways. Younger generations are changing how we respond to mental health issues. Younger generations are justice-minded and independent. And younger generations value experience over money with life and work balance. If we thought those thoughts, then we'd be part of a generation that empowers instead of disempowers our youth and young adults. We would break the pattern of stereotyping others. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Modern Life Keeping with Lori Christine, brought to you by Kira Kisses. What if we noticed instead of compared younger generations with ours? What if we appreciated the differences, seeing them as opportunities to learn from our different experiences? What if we remembered we were once the younger generation, What if we valued the experience of others as much as we value our own experience? For more information on my individual and parenting support groups, retreats, and services, visit Keara, Keara, kisses.com. Thank you for listening. Until we meet again, keep wondering.